So with the PlayStation Plus collection, there's games in there that everyone's excited for, and there's also games that people aren't really interested in or a little bit disappointed because they've already been on PlayStation Plus before. There are tons and tons of games that could come to the PlayStation Plus collection. It's been stated that more games will be added over time. So today I'm going to kind of go over my 5 games that personally I think definitely should be added to the PlayStation Plus collection. Now, before anything, if you guys are looking to pick up a new controller, if you're after a modded controller to troll your friends, or just a cool custom design, make sure you check out my sponsor. There's a link in the description that will give you a discount, and there's also a discount code as well. Now, the 5 games, these are personally just my opinion, and I'm going to kind of go over them in order from least favourite to favourite, just to kind of put my thoughts and opinion on it. Now, at number 5, Death Stranding. Now, Death Stranding has been a PlayStation Plus exclusive for a while, and then it came out on PC. Now, I loved the look of the game, literally just because it was Norman Reedus. I wasn't interested in how the game played or anything. It was literally just the protagonist that I wanted to play as, because he's awesome in The Walking Dead. But, never picked up the game on day one. When it came out on PC, still didn't pick it up. Wasn't something that I wanted to pay the price for that it was always at on the store. Until it went on sale for ridiculously cheap a couple of weeks ago. I managed to play it, and it was okay. The gameplay for it was pretty slow though, I'm not going to lie. It's not a massive action-packed game that you're going to need to sit on the edge of your seat and play. It's more a game that if you're chilled out, if you're in bed not well or something, if you're just looking for something to play, just to chill out with, whether you're chatting to your mates in a party or whatever, it is that kind of game. Literally, you are a delivery dude. That's the best way to describe it. You're a delivery dude on a walking simulator, picking up packages, delivering them, and yeah, that's pretty much the game. What it's like when you get to end game stuff or you get pretty far into the game, personally, I'm not too sure. I think I played it for about 2 hours, and I spent my time walking across a mountain, picking up packages off the floor, and then getting to a barrier that I couldn't get through, and then picked up some more packages. But either way, it's still a decent looking game. It plays okay. It's a chill out game, which is why it's coming in at number 5, because it's not on other consoles, and I think it'd be pretty cool for people to experience. At number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, this game looks absolutely beautiful. It plays really well. It's an awesome game. For me, my only issue with this when I played it was I found it pretty difficult on the bosses, and I think that's the reason why I stopped playing it. I enjoyed it, I loved it, I played it for hours, got to a boss, couldn't beat it, and every time you died, there weren't sort of a checkpoint. The bit that I was at, you kind of had to do a load more travelling to get back to the boss, to then get one hit and die, and then do it all again. That's the only thing that put me off about the game. But looks-wise and everything else, it is beautiful. It's an open world as well, so you can kind of explore and mess around. It's just, if there was an option to make the bosses easier or better checkpoints and stuff, I think the game would be a lot more accessible. I know a lot of people that have played this that have found the same kind of thing. They've got to a specific certain boss, couldn't do it, and it just got that annoying that they deleted the game and never played it again. And that's how it was for me personally. At number 3, I'm going to go for this one. I know a lot of people are probably going to say that this should have been higher up, but Spider-Man. Now, this game, I think personally should come to the PlayStation Plus collection, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to. Simply because it's been kind of stated by PlayStation that this isn't going to become a service like Game Pass because it wouldn't be financially stable. By adding loads of the best games onto it for free, for people to kind of keep forever and it to always kind of be on that service rather than it be available for a month and if you miss it you have to go back to buying it. For it to always kind of be on there, they'd lose too much money. A game like Spider-Man that's also kind of getting redone for PS5 could be a reason why it didn't go on as well. I think it would make a great game though, just because of the fact of it being a PlayStation exclusive. It's a fantastic looking game, it plays beautifully as well. I think it's one of the games that would be most welcomed if it was to come on PlayStation Plus in the collection. If anything though, I think if it ever did go free, it'd literally be a monthly game and then get taken off. I don't think it'd be something that'd be added to the collection. At number 2, a game that a lot of people haven't played, but if you do play it, you'll love it and you can kind of get lost in it. And with the VR update recently as well, it makes it even more amazing. It's a game called Dreams. Now, if you don't know what Dreams is, it's millions of games built into one game and a game creation tool. So if you're creative, you can build your own stuff. Now, it's from the makers of Little Big Planet, but it's nothing like it. When I heard about Little Big Planet, about people making their own levels, making their own games, and you jumping into it, I loved the idea of it until I actually played it, and it was like side-scrolling platform stuff. Put me off, wasn't my sort of thing. Granted though, I do own them all, don't know why, I think they was all on PlayStation Plus at some point. But yeah, Dreams, it's made by the creators of Little Big Planet, but it plays differently. It's got platformer stuff on it, but it's also got like FPS shooting games. It's got a drunk simulator where you literally walk out of a pub and have to stagger home and try and not get run over by cars. That sort of stuff is just so entertaining. Creating games on it is pretty difficult, not gonna lie. I think the furthest that I got was looking at like Roblox. I was looking at that kind of thing of trying to make a tycoon sort of thing, and the only thing that I managed to actually create on Dreams was an obby, and it was just an obstacle course where like platforms were moving. It played alright, it was nothing special, and I gave up on it in the end just because it was so difficult. But when you look at the creations that people have made, someone made Fallout in the game, someone's made full versions of like just everything out there. The game PT, the demo for Silent Hill, there's a version of that on Dreams that someone's literally made in the game. It's fantastically awesome. The only thing for me, personally, that I think should be added to the game to make more people play it is some form of multiplayer. Now, it wouldn't work with all of the games, but there are couch co-op games built into Dreams that are highly played, that when you look at the amount of people that are playing on it at a time, it's usually quite high. If there was multiplayer on it and people could actually play online with people, play online with their friends, I think a lot more people would play this game. The fact that it's either solo or couch co-op only, I think puts a lot of people off, and I think it should definitely be an update at some point. Coming in at number 1 though is a game that would not be accessible for everybody, but is a game that should be on there anyway. It's a game called VR Worlds. Now, I've mentioned this game in the past, simply because it's a game that's kind of like a demo, but it's not a demo because the games that are built into it are quite long experiences. There's a shark experience, a downhill like luge thing, which they don't last that long, but they're really cool experiences. And to promote VR, and the fact that VR's coming to PS5, I think the best way to do it would be to kind of give away this kind of experience. It come out on day 1. It's one of them things that everyone kind of got, did the experience, and never touched since. So for PS5, if they brought it out for free in the PlayStation Plus collection, it gives people something to try and a reason to go on it, and especially if the update stuff as well. But that's just my thoughts, my top 5. Curious to see what you guys think. If you could add any game to the PlayStation Plus collection, what would you guys look at? That's pretty much it for this one though. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.